Hi, my name is Brian Pullen. I'm doing this interview for mass communication at UTPA. The teacher is Nick Taylor. This is going to be posted on YouTube as part of the assignment. I'm interviewing my father, Michael Pullen, who is a retired sports writer for 23 years. He used to work at the Monitor, located in the Valley, Texas.
The Valley. Okay.
Don't judge me.
Sorry.
So my first question is, how has the social media changed for your profession, given that you aren't a sports writer anymore, but from what you read in newspapers, magazines, internet, what can you say is the change in the media?
I think the biggest change, and it was something that I noticed before I left, that, we were just starting social media when I left in 2002 or 2001, and I think the biggest change has been the communication part of it. You're able to communicate more with coaches. You're able to communicate better with athletes. Even fans are able to communicate better off of the social media because you're able to communicate directly to everybody at one time very quickly. I think that's been the biggest change I've seen in my profession is the communication.
Okay. The next question I have is, what are some positive changes that you've noticed in the new age of media?
More direct communication. Once again, I refer back to the communication. And also you're not so, and more direct, and also more, it's faster. You can communicate faster you can get scores faster, you can get quotes faster, you can get information faster. So it's been very positive, I think, in that respect.
Okay. What are some of the negative changes that you've seen?
Negative changes as far as the profession is concerned, I think to a certain extent, I don't know if there's a lot of negative parts of it, and having not being a part of it anymore, I'm not sure what they are, but my guess is that sometimes you get erroneous information. Somebody may say something and they may regret it, or that may not be the facts at that point. And once they've had time to research it, they've got the facts now, and then they communicate it to you. But when when you're asking them right directly on social media, what the answer, you're asking them a question and you're asking them to respond, and they give you some factual information. Sometimes it's not correct information, and that way it can be incorrect, and you put that in the story, and that can be negative. So.
Okay. How does your media influence culture? As a media professional, have you experienced a time when local media has influenced the community?
Let me start with the first question, and how does that influence culture? It's a whole lot different culture down here in the Valley. You have Mexico and U.S. influence, so in a way, how it has influenced it to the aspect that it's good. I think it's influenced it for the better, because you are able to blend the two together in a way. Sports is always an easy avenue to blend cultures because everybody competes on the same level. It's not something that's segregated here or segregated there, but it is a good blend of cultures, because sports is one thing that everybody can do together. It's not something it's like I said, it's not segregated. It's something everybody can do together. I don't know how else to elaborate on that. So
it's no problem.
Okay.
The last question is going to be, how can a person looking to break into the career of writing can begin? How can they start about that?
Well, I think the first thing to do is to be an intern. Get your feet wet. Not so much get paid for it, but get your feet wet. Find out what it's like. We had a lot of interns come through the paper when I worked there, and it was a great experience for them. They found out whether they liked it or not. They found out how stressful it is when you're doing that kind of a job. and you find out if you love sports, it's easy to do. If you don't like sports, it's a little bit more of a struggle for you. But I think internship is a great avenue into that profession to learn how the job goes, what it involves, and how many hours it takes, and whether you like it or not. And if you don't like it, then you're not committed to it. You're just an intern. And if you do like it, then it's something you want to pursue down the line.
Okay. All right. Well, that's going to be all the questions that I have for today. So thank you for taking
welcome.
your time out of your day to spend with me.
Thank you very much for asking.
Thank you. Stop.